The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When I first heard David Irving was visiting the Raiders, I thought, nah, I'm cool. No more Marinelli's boys. Especially after seeing what Maliek Collins is or isn't doing for the Raiders right now. But then something happened. I watched tape. And I'm telling you right now, that kid is a phenom. He was on his way to being one of the most dominant defensive linemen in the NFL. But unfortunately, as far back as 2018, Irving liked to smoke that bud, and the NFL frowned upon it at the time. But that's obviously no longer a problem, as the NFL no longer tests for marijuana. So here the Raiders are with yet another reclamation project. If and when they shake the rust off him and get him going, he'll do everything Maliek Collins was supposed to do and then some. And the Raiders will have a scary pass rush. Irving is 6'7", 290 pounds, has 36-inch long arms, runs a 4.8 40, has a 38-inch vertical leap, and runs a 7.27 3-cone drill. That's a freak. In the 4 games Collins has played so far, he only has 4 pressures. That's 1 pressure a game. To show you how bad that is, Collins had 48 last year. That's 3 a game over a 16-game season. I guess I got a little bit too excited about his spin move on tape and thought he was going to do something here. But he has rarely gotten anywhere near the quarterback so far this year. The handwork I saw him use to disengage when he was with the Cowboys isn't working now with the Raiders. So a lot of times so far this year, his pass rush didn't even make it past the line of scrimmage. And he's really no better in the run game. Every once in a while he makes a play. But most of the time opposing teams feel comfortable running right at him. He's been getting walled off. And uprooted from the hole. In training camp, Gruden said the defense will go as far as Collins takes them. I guess that's why they're not going anywhere right now. Collins hasn't had many pressures, and opposing teams have been gashing the Raiders right in Collins' gap. That's because he has very little margin for error, because he doesn't have the absolutes like size, strength, speed, and length. But of course Irving is different. His length alone helps him get off blocks. He can just toss guys aside and make the play. When you get your hands in there first, you control the situation. He was going to fight off the combo block and make the play. Watch him shred this double team here. And here's the speed and quickness you expect from a penetrating 3 technique. For a guy that's 6'7", he plays low, so he can do things like this. Oh. Yeah, you don't have time to make up your mind who to block. And he has the ability to get lateral when he has to. He's that zone scheme up. Again, the quick penetration. And with those long arms, he can punch that ball out. And now for the passing game where he's really going to help. With that height and length, he's going to knock a lot of balls down. It's going to be hard on opposing quarterbacks with a guy like that coming straight at him. Throwing sidearm ain't going to work on him either. He doesn't even have to have a good rush to make a good play. He's not even going to try to rush here, but he's going to create a turnover. And here he's going to split a double team to create the turnover. And this one's going to the house. Watch the quickness off the ball in the middle on this pressure here. Here we got a little arm under, and he has a little bend for his height. Here we got the stunt, and oh, he's gonna miss. He gets really low for a guy 6'7". And what can you do better than most when you have long arms? Disengage. This is a nice little dip and rip here. Quarterback gotta throw this away. Irving can play some end too. He'll bully opposing tackles. Watch the push-pull here. Here he's going to hit him inside, but again, it's that length. Here he gets him with the one-arm stab and flushes the quarterback out of the pocket. And the end result of this play is interception. Here he starts with the one-arm stab again and switches and forces the interception again. Now watch his quickness off the ball for the sack. You gotta be sure about your assignment when he's in the game. Here he is inside again with these short arm guys and the beautiful push-pull. Look, you just can't get your hands on him because he's too long. Yeah, and the Raiders can use some of that turnover magic. Now this is what dominant defensive linemen do right here. Oh. You gotta love this effort here as he falls down, then he's gonna reach out with that long arm and poke it out. This is easy work on this stunt. He's just gonna keep the guy off with his length. Irving can close on you too. Sometimes quarterbacks think they can run away from him because he's a defensive tackle, but they can't run away from him. Here he is at the end again. He's going to stunt inside and go through the guard. Here he's going to show a little closing speed on the stunt. And this ain't even right here. He just got tossed up. Again, this is what dominant defensive linemen do. Oh, he got tossed up again. Not to roll with him on the interior on passing downs. How about Maurice Hurst, the Raiders' highest graded defender so far? He chases the quarterback around when they let him on the field. And he gets his hands on more footballs than a man his height and length should. And how's this for effort for his first sack of the season in week 1? Then a forced interception in week 2 on Drew Brees. Now we're on to Max Crosby, who spent the first couple of games getting held. Then in week 3 he started scratching. This is TNE. Total non-stop effort. Now watch the hand swipe in the bin here to scratch twice against the Patriots. Now here comes some more TNE. Total non-stop effort. Crosby is capable of doing anything except stopping. Irving's presence will directly affect Furl, who has improved at defensive tackle but is much better at defensive end. He can switch it up every now and then, but he doesn't have to play inside every single passing down anymore. Because he really showed us something off the edge in Kansas City. Here he pressures Mahomes into a sack by Crosby. Here he sets up a sack for teammate Chris Smith as he just couldn't hold on. And this is a good rush that could have been a sack here, but Mahomes just avoids it by pushing forward. And here Furl comes with another forced interception. The Raiders gotta play him at end more now. When Irving knocks off the rust, his ability is as good as any defensive tackle not named Aaron Donald. Him and Hurst inside on passing downs will be a deadly combination. Furl can play defensive end more and hopefully pick up where he left off in Kansas City. He looked like a number 4 overall pick a couple of weeks ago, with pressures, setting up sacks, and forcing interceptions. Add that to Mad Max and the 4 sacks he has so far, and the Raiders will be able to get there with 4. And Irving will have done what Collins was supposed to do. Thank you for watching. See you next time.